Pranab Mukherjee, ex-president of India, born on 11th December 1935, said, "As Indians, we must of course learn from the past, but we must remain focused on the future. In my view, education is the true alchemy that can bring India its next golden age." Pranab Mukherjee is an Indian politician who served as the 13th President of India from 2012 until 2017. In a political career spanning 5 decades, Mukherjee has been a senior leader in the Indian National Congress and has occupied several ministerial portfolios in the Government of India. Prior to his election as President, Mukherjee was Union Finance Minister from 2009 to 2012. He was awarded India's highest civilian honour, the Bharat Ratna, in 2019 by the President of India, Ramnath Kovind. Pranab Mukherjee said, "As Indians, we must of course learn from the past, but we must remain focused on the future. In my view, education is a true alchemy that can bring India in next golden age." All my 131 short discourse, I was focusing only on that, and our ex-president was the most brilliant, educated person, said the same thing. As Indians, yes, the tradition. Indians means the oldest ancient tradition. Indians means the oldest root. It has got so deep down, it stood tall with all the invaders coming and looting and plundering, and nothing has gone. As Indians, he said, as Indians, the ancient tradition, the oldest tradition has got a family tree. That was what it's called, that as Indians, the oldest family tree. Yes, the greatest godfather tree of every family, godfather tree of every family, the family tree of every household. As Indians, that is the name of Indians. Yes, as Indians means the tradition, the wise man, the people who only talk truth. As Indians, the traditional people, they will only eat food after working. No work, no food. As Indians, he insisted on that. As Indians, he could have told any human being. He said, as Indians. That means the Indians are the most hardest working people. They are not, we do not have to dig to find out oil like the Middle East. We do not have to dig to find out gold to live on that gold. Our body itself shines. That's what he was trying. The shining gold. And how did the gold shines? The Indians are the hardest working people. But what went wrong in between that? The invaders made them lazy. More facilities. Ashoka the Great said, "Give them more facilities, you finish your family. Less facilities, but make them more strong." That was the trend Pranab Mukherjee was telling. As Indians, he insisted, as Indians who are wise, who has got a massive, big, saintly feeling, and the practices only yoga, they only practice meditation. Meditation, they have got so much of concentration, so much of focus. As Indians, the purest rate has got a philosophy. As Indians, he insisted, as Indians, that's only one tribe he understands. Early to rise, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. And he understood that is the only one, the Indians is the only one which get up early in the morning by 4:30. By 4:30 they get up and then they look at towards the, wait for the sunrise, or much before the sunrise the house is clean and the lamp is lit, inviting the God, and all the evil will run out of the house because the lamp is lit. Everybody has taken bath, and when the sun rises, Surya Namaskar, looking at the sun god and stretching the body in a naked pose as much as possible, stretching the whole body to allowing the sun rays to enter into the body, to kill all the cancer cells, to start the work. What a beautiful philosophy. Pranab Mukherjee was such a huge, every one word he said, you must understand there is a deep down beautiful pearl shining As Indians, and that's it. We do not have to look at others. As Indians, then you have to keep talking. Are you an Indian? Are you an Indian? Yes, and then you'll know. You will roll like 1,000-man warrior. You will have only skeletal muscle. You will not go to the hospital. Going to the hospital is only one time. You have to put the parda to go. It's shame to go to the hospital, because let thy food be thy medicine. Let your food be your medicine. Where is the sickness? Nobody knows sickness. Such was the beauty, and it is still now there in many of the villages. Yes, many of the villages. When my first girl student got married, and when she has to deliver, we brought a lady from Shimoga, in Tirtha, in Kerehalli, near the Banvasi area. Oh, when the lady came to take care of the baby, and then put the baby upside down and ditched down and washed and cleaned, hit and all. The neighbors looked, they were shocked, they were begging, please stay here, we'll give you any amount of money. She said, no, I don't work for money. In my village, it's my baby, several babies. Even this baby's father was also, I only took the delivery. Grandfather also I took. Such is the love. They know everything, medicine, how to make the child so powerful. That is the word. Indian worked very, very hard. Not for the money. As Indians, we must, of course, learn from the past. He said, of course, learn from the past. Stabilizing the family tree. Go back to your relatives. Yes, relatives. Not your friends. Go back to your relatives. Talk to your relatives. Yes. Do not expect anything. You let them talk anything. You do not bother, because defeat is there in your dictionary. What they're talking is not in your dictionary. Your dictionary is to make a joint family. That's what it says. We must, of course, go back to the past. Of course, learn from the past means learn from the joint family, how to make the family, a joint family so strong, so powerful. Go back here. You must learn from the past and from our body, this whole body joint family, which I've been continuously hitting you again and again and again. And then Pranab Mukherjee said, go learn from the past, learn from the joint family, so that the family is strong. From there, anything can spring out. Anything can spring out. Without that, again, unnecessary wastage of time. The purity is lost. As Indians, Pranab Mukherjee said, we must, of course, learn from the past, but we must remain focused on the future. Yes, focused on the future. Future is very, very important. A person who is climbing the mountain, he is always taught, every Indian know, when you're climbing the mountain, do not turn back to look how far you climb. Look how far more you have to climb. Yes, that is the future. How to cut through and penetrate. Only the hardest working people look to the past. Of course, learn from the past means when you look into your past, you know you are conscious. All others are unconscious. You are not a slave because you have your own land. When you work for somebody else's land, you are unconscious. Then you cannot look into the future. When you have your own land, when you believe like Ramana Maharshi said, ask who am I, when you look into your body, and Swami Vivekananda say, wake, rise, stop not till the goal is reached. When you feel it is my land, my body, then the consciousness come to see the future. How much more? How much it can be developed? Yes. What can be put into the land? How much rainwater harvesting I can put in? Solar, wind energy. And then divert rainwater into grey water harvesting, black water harvesting, drip irrigation. All those things. In my view, education is true alchemy. Yeah, education means you have to be conscious of what you are studying. And it is alchemy means it's gold. You have to polish it up. When you polish it, becomes gold. You are a gold. And the mind is a gold. The eye is a gold. The ears are gold. The teeth are beautiful white teeth in the villages. Can you believe? Early on the neem stick, boom, boom, boom. They do not get any, they do not know what is dental doctor. In my view, education is the true alchemy that can bring India its next golden ages. The gold that shines in the world is that what he said. As Indians, Pranab Mukherjee said, as Indians, we must of course learn from the past. But we must remain focused on the future. In my view, education is the true alchemy that can bring India in its next golden age. We pray that Pranab Mukherjee sir, who is now in the hospital, get well soon. This is my 132nd short discourse.